AI. Today we have a special guest, Stefan. Stefan is the founder of Modern IQs and is pioneering in the AI business sphere. I thought what he is doing is very awesome. He'll be today sharing his much valued comprehensive insights in this era of AI razzle dazzle, alongside some of the envisioned digitized future of the human consciousness. So welcome again, Stefan. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, hey guys, nice to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
So if that's okay with you, I wanted to start by talking a little bit about how to create and publish your stuff, especially the high quality content in the digital space on a red spotlight, as you would put it, using AI technology.
Okay. I started creating larger websites 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and started using AI in 2019. So long before OpenAI came out, and it's really kicked off around 2 or 3 months before ChatGPT became widely public. So what we've been doing is we've been creating blog articles on my website, and as soon as we started writing a lot of text with AI, it really kicked off. So this is where I started to think, okay, wow, we have I think I had, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 blog articles on my website back in the day. And I needed 4 hours to create an article. So I thought, wow, okay, so 40 or 50 articles actually got in the peak time 130,000 reach on Google every month or monthly. And so I thought, all right, if 40 articles can get me 150,000 and I need 4 hours to create one, let's get it down to 10 seconds. And this is actually what I did since. So all the time where ChatGPT was out and so on, I was building apps to create extremely highly quality content in 0 time. I did this for myself. So the interesting part here is I want to create top quality articles. And there's actually a website which I take as an example. So to get top quality articles and lots of reach in various kinds of for various websites, because I want to create around 100 platforms. So not just in the marketing space. And my partner is deeply into vegan food, and we want to create a platform there. And so it's like huge amounts of content. So you have to think, this is not like we're not building normal websites. We're building websites with 10,000 articles on, right? So to create an article using ChatGPT, which is, you see this a lot on LinkedIn right now, where people say, yeah, create SEO ranking content, and then they tell you to do it with ChatGPT. It's possible, just the probability of it to rank is very low, right? Because there's like hundreds and hundreds of steps what you have to do in order to create a really optimized article with pictures, with the pictures need to have a small size so that the website loads fast. And so there's a lot of stuff you have to do even with ChatGPT. So I would say with ChatGPT, it takes 4 hours to create an article, and we reduce this to 10 seconds while improving the quality 10x, right? So, and this is probably interesting for some in your audience as well, because we just recently got very inspired by Mr. Beast, and we are actually giving away this for free. Right now, it's 1 article a month for free. So all you have to do is go on the Modern IQ's website, create an account. And all you have to do then, I'm going to show this later, is you enter your headline for the article and you press create, and everything gets created, even to the point where if you want to, you can publish it automatically. So you just you paste in the headline, you press create, and a couple of minutes later, the article is on your website. with pictures, with formatting, optimized for mobile view, everything. So as I said, doing this manually would take 4 hours around per article. And this is for somebody who wants to be blogging, who wants to be present for Google with their website. So let's say you're running a startup or a small company and you don't have any time, right? And you don't have much money as well. So with this, you can create an article a month. And this is you are present for Google, right? You're there, you're putting content out, and so Google is kind of ranking your website higher, and it sees, okay, there's something frequently coming, right? And the idea of modern IQs is automate the process way beyond what ChatGPT or most other even one-click blog article writers do to the second mark, so that this is a task which is almost not existing for you. You run your business and you just do this like this, right? So this is Healthline. Or let's just start here. So this is just very quickly, this is how an article looks like. And this is actually right now, some of the pictures are not perfect. So right now, what I do manually is I just click on a picture and delete it before I publish the article. But everything else here is fully automated. So the headline structures are perfect for Google, the picture size. If you would check the alternative image text of a picture, which is needed for blind people, for example, it's all there. The keywords are included. So there's a lot of stuff which you have to do. And the reason why I'm also, why I'm telling this is you would need, so if you need 10 seconds instead of 4 hours, I don't know, but I think it's like, so 1 hour has 3,600 seconds. So that's like, I don't know, something around 1,000x improvement. So this means you're doing 1,000 times more work, which basically translates to, if this would be your job, you do the work of 1,000 people, right? And this is where it comes in with the current state of what AI is able to do today, not in the future. This is a system which can replace 1,000 people, and with all the positives and negatives of what that means for society. But here, one worker can do with the work of 1,000 content creators. So when we go here, this is just an example I have. This is where we have our reference. This is healthline.com. Healthline is the standard right now for high quality blog articles. And as you can see here, they actually do get around 200 million monthly website visitors. They don't spend $1 on advertising, right? This is just extremely high quality content. And this is where we're trying to get to. Although I think 95% of the work is already done, or maybe 90%. So our quality is like close, it's coming close. And this is basically the reference for our blog article writer. And this is where we want to get to. So we want to create websites that get millions of monthly visitors without spending $1 on advertising. Well, so this is the system. All you have to do here is set up your WordPress. Right now, it's only integrated with WordPress, but we're working on future integrations. And so setting up WordPress takes a minute, and then creating an article is like you enter your directory topic once, which would be something like, let me just quickly show you as an example here. This is one of the directories we create with around, I think 400 articles are in here now around this topic. Startup challenges and solutions. So you basically paste the topic in here once, and then per category, which you have here, business model, you just enter something like how to create a business model here. And then here you just paste in headline, press create, paste in headline, press create. And for this category, articles are just flying out. And as I said, this is basically, we just can pick another one. Let's just take this one, right? All the pictures, sometimes the pictures are not perfect yet, but it's good enough for Google, even this one, right? Because Google wants to see a picture, Google wants to see the right size and alternative image text and so on. So for Google, in eyes of Google, this is good enough, but we're obviously improving this soon. so that it comes close to, you know, mid-journey quality or something like that. Yeah, that's basically our main product. We've got some more. So this one-click philosophy, we drag through the whole apps we do. So for example, creating pictures, as I just saw, they are not perfect a lot of times. So when you're using ChatGPT, for example, to create an article, you click, you wait, then the picture is not good enough. You click again, you wait. This system here gets you 100 pictures out with one click.
Oh, wow.
Right? So you can just choose the best ones and done. Or this system here actually gets you out. So you saw my my articles on LinkedIn, right? I just can quickly show you. This is the same philosophy here, but it's not a published system. So for example, this is all made in one click, right?
Oh, I see.
So the picture, the formatting, even though this headline is really big, it's like the worst example. Let's just take this one. So the system, you only enter the headline, system creates the picture, the logo, the background,
Wow.
everything, right? And the text, obviously. So all our apps are made for ultra fast, no work, high quality, done in a click. This is
Wow.
our philosophy, right? Yeah. So this was basically what we're doing right now. So just as this one, that was the last app we currently have published, creates art posts in a similar style, like with this picture here. Yeah. Creates 100 posts, actually 30 right now. I have to change this, but in one click.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds so tempting. I am almost just about to, be ready to use it right now.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
I think I should. I'll definitely try it later after this
Yeah.
call or sometime next week, probably after
Mhm.
this weekend. But I think it's just absolutely amazing in that, as you pointed it out, I normally use ChatGPT. I'm mostly on ChatGPT because it's the most familiar one with me. So I have been using it for very, very extensively for the past, at least the past half year. And as you pointed out, you have to click and wait. And if you don't like, for example, a picture or image it created, you'll press the button again and you wait. Sometimes because I generate too many messages, I have to wait because it has the limitation in the number of the messages you can ask it to.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is it
it
still,
does,
right?
yeah, there is a
Wow.
limitation. Even for a pro user. So there are some downsides, but just because I'm so used to it, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm stuck with it, I feel. But with this one, I can see that with one click, now I totally got why you call it one-click content. With one click, you can generate 30 posts, which includes different images, up to how many? I saw
Well,
many images.
right now it's set to this is also free as well. Just if you want your own branding and your own logo and stuff, then you have, I think right now it's set to $5 for 30 posts, and then the system right now takes around, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to create everything, and you get an email afterwards with all the post texts, with all the pictures and so on. It's just right now the posts are not very much configurable. So as you can see on my LinkedIn, the pictures are always the logo is in the down right corner, right? And you have the headline and so on. We're working on it right now that you can customize it more.
I very much like the arrangement and everything. It has got the table of contents at the beginning, and I even like the pictures and images because it doesn't seem like an AI generated one. So
Mhm.
I think it has got many, many merits and benefits. How do you define high quality content from how you see it?
High quality content depends. So what you have to understand is that you are your customer. When you produce content, your customer is always the algorithm. And the algorithm's customer is the viewer, right? Right? So you're producing content for the algorithm, and the algorithm pushes it if the viewer likes it, right? So it's not 100% you producing content for the viewer or for your follower, right?
Mm.
So, and that's why it's varying a little, because SEO is in that respect quite different than LinkedIn, for example. So the system we produced is assisting you to get rid of all the work, but the high quality content is you having content ideas that are really unique. For example, what we're maybe talking later on about how humans can be immortal in the future and digitalize themselves and create their own heaven, right? This is a thought what I had, and I used the system to enrich it with idea and content. So I basically tell it the headline again, which is something like how we are we on the path to create a human-made digital heaven. And then I give it a little bit of background knowledge. I'm telling it, so this is the idea, this is what I'm thinking about it, this is I give it background information. So, and it creates afterwards the content. So it creates the picture, the headlines, and it enriches it with everything it knows, which I don't know, right?
Mhm.
I only have the idea. But the GPT has all the knowledge from the internet and enriches my idea with and makes it an article. So the high quality there is your idea and a little bit of background information around the idea you have, which you give into the system, and the system just enriches it with everything it knows and makes and reduces your workload, right? When it comes to blog articles, there's so this would be at least 10 times longer of an explanation because it's quite something. Google has 200 ranking factors,
Oh.
and we are working on getting, I don't know, 80 to 100% of the most important ones done automatically. So just as a reference, if you want to put a picture, so you're creating text now on ChatGPT, you're putting it on your website, and then you have one picture, because having one picture that fits your text is already a little bit of work, right? It needs maybe, let's say, 5 minutes to find a nice one, a fitting one. But then it's 3 MB in size. You got to reduce the size to 50 kilobytes. And then your picture needs to have a good name, right? If it's just like some weird number, Google cannot really work with it, so you got to rename it. Then you have to create an alternative image text so that a blind person understands what's on the picture. And the alternative image text should have the keyword of the article inside. So just getting pictures right is like an enormous amount of work, and this is maybe like 5% of what we're doing, what we've been automized, or what's running automatically with our apps, right?
If I may, I wanted to move on to the topic of immortality of human beings
Yes.
because I found it fascinating.
I was recently talking to my grandma, okay? And she told me in the 70s, people had a life expectancy of around 70 years. So this is 50 years ago now. Let's assume in 50 years, we gained 15 years of life expectancy, right? If you gain 15 years life expectancy in 50 years, we are getting closer to the point where we gain as much life expectancy as time progresses. And this is not immortality, but it's like almost, right? So in the last 50 years, we gained 15 years. My guts tell me that in the next 15 years, we gain 50 years. I did see already years ago with software as a service, since the internet is there, since 1995, since a more growing part of the global population has access to internet, everybody can create companies so much more quickly, does scientific research so much more quickly. Everybody who has an idea can get into a pool of people talking about it. And I believe if the progress was like this, 15 years and 50, I think it's right now at least like that. Have you heard about that there's actually 1,000 genomic treatments, genomic cures in clinical tests in the US right now? There is a cure with CRISPR now. It's like a gene editing tool, which will probably get us rid of all sicknesses when it comes to genes. So there's around 1,000 cures in the clinical tests in the US today. So clinical means testing on humans. So if there's 50 successful, this will be huge, right? And it's probably more. But this is just a start. So this is where we're at today. I believe what's in the clinical tests today will gain us at least 30 years of life expectancy today. So when it comes to you being a strategic worker for a government or so, I think it's already the right moment to think about what this means for the future of society, because I believe that actually people are not getting younger anymore, and we're probably soon at a point we have to think now about how do we structure our economy? How long are people going to work? 500 years? You just is right now is the time where we have to actually, at least the responsible people in governments or such, have to start thinking about this stuff, because it's probably only a couple of decades away, right? So it's probably not going to work. It's probably going to be like the problem is here, so let's deal with it, but we should deal with it now.
The time does not matter in the same way it used to, because the life expectancy has dramatically changed, and it is changing right now. And for this generation onwards, it'll be something completely new that we have to deal with, right? Many implications to be thought through. But I wanted to come back, if I may, to the topic of AI. We are creating using AI. We are maximizing our productivity. It's like having another brain. In terms of your own vision, how do you see like this AI will maximize your business in life even further from where we are today?
Yeah,
that would be my last question.
So we've been thinking about, so you probably know Neuralink, right?
Neuralink,
Neuralink
yes.
Neuralink started the first implement into a human recently, right? And so what they're doing now is like trying to get people to communicate again. But the thing is, what I didn't know, at least, was they are already producing simultaneously high volume production of these things. It's not just the research. The research is almost there, and the high production capacity to put it into millions of humans is already there as well. That is an operation into your brain, but it's so minimal. You can compare this for the risks probably to getting a tattoo, right? So I think we are quite soon going to see millions of people with brain implants controlling a computer. So right now it's about getting information out, getting stuff done more quickly on the computer. But I think the next, or maybe even the last big thing what is needed, as soon as we get information back into the brain, which is a completely different story, because right now this is almost just like a sender, right? It scans your brain and it sends information out. And this is very advanced. So this is working today quite well already, and will be probably working very, very good in the next 5 years. When it comes to getting information back into the brain, this is, I think, way more complicated. But to be honest, I don't see this to. I had ideas about this recently, and I saw evidence that this probably is maybe 10 or 15 years away, not longer. And then we're talking about a completely different story, because then, as we see now, GPTs and AI, I see this more as a more capable version of an automation. So if you switch your light switch on, the light gets on, right? So this is kind of like an automation. If you program something on the computer, it's more like a more capable version. You can do more with it, right? When it comes to AI, I see AI as a more potent version of an automation. And as more potent an automation gets, as more we come to a state where if you have a brain implant and you think something, the AI is creating a company, the AI is creating research, you only need to have. So I think we're not at a point where the AI is creating ideas, getting real creativity. But if the AI is like an assistive layer around your brain with a very, very potent automation, all you have to do is have an idea, like, I think something like Facebook would be great. And the AI is validating the idea, creating the company, getting it out in the world. You don't have to do anything else. When we come to this stage, progress in science and economics and everything will be almost infinite, I believe. It's going to be an interesting time. When I think about assistive AI, it's probably going to be in a way that you don't need to learn anything. It's like, let's assume you're out in the nature, right? And you're totally lost. So the AI will feed you with information into your brain so that it feels like you've been, doing this in the woods for your last million years, right? You know everything, what to do, how to do it, right? It feels intuitive. The same is true with emotions. So when you think about war, whatever, or crime or everything, if the assistive AI can feed you the feeling, so if you can intuitively feel how another person is feeling with what you're doing, that'll change everything. That'll change war, that'll change justice and everything, right? Because then we feel our actions, we feel how it feels like for the other side. And this is a topic for we could probably
Oh no,
fill
I'm
a
taking a
couple of
note because
episodes
it's just
with
so
that.
interesting. So definitions of some of the social concepts themselves have to change. This is a really nice topic for another discussion. Let's keep it for later. Maybe I want to interview you by reaching out to you when I'm writing out another book. I don't know, but we'll figure that out. But thank you so much. I don't want to take any more of your weekend hours to be spent with your loved ones. So thank you so much again for sharing what you know, what you do. And I'll definitely start trying your service at Modern IQs. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I'll see you next